The Angkor period began in 802 CE when Jayavarman II, a Khmer prince, declared himself Chakravartin, universal monarch, and Devaraja, god king, atop Phnom Kulen, ancient Mahendraparvata. This proclamation unified the fragmented Chenla principalities into a centralized kingdom called Kambuja, marking the formal birth of the Khmer Empire. Jayavarman II moved his capital several times, from Indrapura to Hariharalaya, before consolidating royal authority in the region that would later become Angkor. 2. Establishment of Yesodharapura and early development. In 889 CE, Yasovarman I founded Yesodharapura, located near Phnom Baking, and transformed it into the primary capital of the empire. His reign is noted for massive urban planning, including the construction of the East Baray, a vast man-made reservoir essential for irrigation and population growth. Successors such as Harshavarman I and Ashanavarman II maintained stability, but political disputes arose. Jayavarman IV temporarily moved the capital to Kokur, where ambitious temples were built. Later, Rajendravarman II (944–968) and Jayavarman V (968–1001) brought the capital back to Yesodharapura, overseeing major architectural works such as Prerup, East Mebane, and Takeo. 3. Golden Age of the Khmer Empire, 11th to 13th centuries. The empire entered its golden age during the 11th to 13th centuries. Suryavarman I c. 1002–1050 emerged after civil conflict, consolidating the empire, expanding its territories, and improving administrative and irrigation systems. Suryavarman II, 1113 c. 1150, brought the empire to new heights, commissioning Angkor Wat, the largest religious monument in the world, about 400 acres, dedicated to the Hindu god Vishnu. Angkor Wat stands as a symbol of Khmer artistry, political authority, and religious devotion, Jayavarman VII and the Peak of Angkor. In 1177, Angkor was attacked and briefly occupied by the Khampa. Jayavarman VII ascended the throne in 1181, expelled the Khams, and rebuilt the empire's prestige. He transformed the capital into Angkor Thom, covering about 9 square kilometers, and built the Bayon Temple, distinguished by its smiling stone faces. Jayavarman VII was a devout Mahayana Buddhist and implemented unprecedented welfare projects, hospitals, roadside rest houses, and public works that connected the empire. His reign marked the cultural and political high point of Angkor, decline of the empire, late 13th to 15th centuries. After Jayavarman VI's death around 1220, the empire began to weaken. Indravarman II, 1219–1243, and Jayavarman VIII, 1243–1295, faced external threats and internal instability. Jayavarman VIII reverted to Hinduism, even defacing many Buddhist statues. Srindravarman, 1295 c. 1327, reintroduced Theravada Buddhism, which became dominant in Cambodia and replaced the divine kingship model that had legitimized Angkor's rulers for centuries. Environmental problems, such as long droughts, floods, and a breakdown of the irrigation network, further weakened the empire. Constant threats from the Thai kingdoms of Sukhothai and Ayutthaya eroded Angkor's control over its territories. Fall of Angkor, 1431 CE. In 1431, the forces of the Ayutthaya kingdom besieged and captured Angkor. The Khmer court, under King Panhia Yat, abandoned the city and relocated the capital to Chaktamuk, Phnom Penh. This marked the end of the Angkorian era and the start of the post-Angkor period. By this time, Angkor's vast urban population, estimated at 700,000 to 900,000 people spread over nearly 3,000 square kilometers, had largely dispersed. The collapse was the result of military defeats, environmental stress, and the decline of centralized authority. The Angkor period remains Cambodia's greatest historical era, symbolizing its cultural pride and national identity. The monumental architecture, especially Angkor Wat, continues to represent Khmer achievements in engineering, religion, and governance. Even after its fall, the memory of Angkor shaped Cambodian culture, religion, and politics for centuries.